again, I deeply apologize sebab terpaksa tangguhkan kelas petang tadi. So, first of all, I want to thank all of you for putting an excellent effort on your. Okay, so sila tepuk tangan untuk diri sendiri dalam senyap. Thank you very much. Sila tepuk tangan. So congratulations sebab apa? I just gone through a few of your video resume only because I sendiri banyak isu lah sebab dengan my mother dengan my wife lagi dua-dua ada isu kesihatan sikit. So I baru ada berkesempatan untuk view beberapa video only. So, but not to worry, I will make sure to complete it by this week as soon as possible. Okay. And as far as I'm concerned, I think everyone did a really great job. Okay. So we will continue with our lesson. Oh, sorry. Yes, Muslim. Dengar, don't worry. Okay, so we will continue with our next lesson regarding the chapter of listening test. Okay, this will be your last assessment of the semester for this subject. Okay, and this can be considered as your final exam. Okay, because it will be carrying 30 marks. Okay, 30 marks from the total of 100%. Okay, just the same as the first assessment, which is group discussion. So what I would advise is for you to score this also to make sure that you can, so let's say that most of you can view your marks already, right? Because I already updated it, I think last 2 weeks. Okay, your first 2 assessments punya marker, I dah upload. So if you see that maybe there are certain students ada yang have a great marks, but certain students ada yang not that good, but still considerable. So make sure that you put a bit more effort on the listening test, because listening test ni I can assure you that if you know how to score it, you will score it. Okay, dia ada tips and tricks dia lah. So sebenarnya senang je listening test ni, just dengar listening, just listen to the track that is being provided. Okay, and normally it's from a text, so if you listen closely and then the answer is right in front of you. Okay, so I will share my screen right now. Can everybody see my screen?
Can, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So the next chapter in your lessons will be under the listening for specific information and also deducing meaning of unknown words. Okay, so these 2 small chapters will be covered on the basis of listening test. Okay, so at the end of the lesson, you should know how to predict and anticipate the kind of information that will answer the question for the listening test, and also to recognize which information is about to be given. So it means that you can predict already what is the information that will be provided in the track, inside the audio track, and also to determine whether the information is stated or not. Because normally inside the audio track, it's not that everything that is being spoken inside the audio is all information. No, because sometimes you have to deduct, which means that you have to listen closely and get the most important information only. Okay, so for the introduction, so listening to specific information is specifically for you to look for information that is important for you, which means like a name, place, profession, an object, a number, or a quantity, any information that is needed. Okay, so when you are listening for specific information, you have to know what you are listening to. So it means that if you are listening to an audio text regarding tourism, so it means that you have to understand that it's about tourism and it's not about anything else. Okay, so you should already expect that, okay, it will be talking about, traveling and also tourists and regarding the country or states that are best or worst for you to travel. Okay, So you should have the exact idea what you are listening to, even before you listen to it and while you are listening to it. Okay. So there are a few types of listening that you can use. Okay, and there are three to be specific, which is the first one, listening for gist. Gist is actually the main important thing. Okay, the main points inside a text or an audio track or anything that is being spoken or written. So the gist is means the main idea. So kalau kita buat essay tu, okay, the main point is the gist. Okay. So the first type of listening is for you to listen to the main idea. So what is the main idea of the specific audio track that is being played to you? Okay, and then the second one will be to listen for specific information. So this one is much more narrow compared to the main idea. So it's not just a main idea; you are listening for a specific bit of information inside the main idea. Okay, so normally it will be under the keywords. Okay, and then listening for detailed understanding. Okay, so this is the third one, whereby you are listening to obtain the detailed understanding of the totality of the audio. So it means that you are understanding the whole text or the whole audio track. Okay, so you're listening closely to everything. And normally, I would advise for you to use this because during my study years, for any listening test or any, and I'm doing it up until today. Whenever I'm listening, I will listen to the whole thing. Okay, not just a specific bit of information, because sometimes you might mistake or misinform regarding the specific bits of information. So it's better for you to listen to the totality of the audio or the text. Okay. So before you listen to a text, you should be aware of these different types. So you have to decide on which one that you want to use. And normally, I would advise for you to use the third type, which is listen to everything that the audio is speaking to you. Okay, and also becoming aware that this will help to focus more on the important points and to reach your goals, which is to obtain the information for you to answer the questions. Okay, and then we move on for you to improve your listening skills. And the first one will be to before you listen, which means that before you listen to the audio track, you have to think about the topic of the text that you are going to listen to. So you have to understand what is the text is about. Okay, like from just now, if it's about tourism, so you already have the specific idea. Okay, so it is regarding tourism. So there are specific things about tourism that you might already know. So okay, so you are ready about it. Okay, tak adalah terkejut tiba-tiba dengar teks tu pasal benda lain kan. Okay. And then if you check whether you have understood the task correctly, so it means that you have to, if you have the question already at the time, okay, so please make sure that you read all the questions before the starting of the track, okay, so before the starting of the audio track. So it means that you have to check on the questions, okay, so that you might know, okay, what you are answering for, okay. And then think about what type of text you are going to listen to. This is just the same as the first one. And then relax and make yourself ready in order to pay attention to the listening of the text. Okay, so this is also important. Relax and make yourself ready. So it means that you need to be really focused before you start. Before you start listening to the audio, because in order for you to for your brain to actually work in order for your brain to actually work tirelessly to make sure that you get the information, you need to relax yourself, jangan kelang kabut, okay, and prepare yourself and focus. Okay, and then while you are listening to the audio track that is being played for you, okay, so sometimes it is not necessary to understand every single word. Okay, so means that tak payahlah memorize every single sentence, setiap perkataan yang ada dalam audio track tu. You no need to understand everything. It's just that you kena listen to it je. Okay, and make sure that okay, this is what is it talking about. Okay, try to ignore those words that you think are less important anyway. So normally I won't advise this because normally I would advise for you to listen closely to everything what they say, what the audio track is saying. Okay, so because sometimes kita tak expect dalam tu ada information. So if there are words or issues that you don't understand, use your general knowledge as well